Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and this video serves as an update to the fastest sports cars video where I show the best fully upgraded sports cars in terms of lap time. For all the information you need about this series, check the original sports cars video, but otherwise let's see where the new Coquette D10 and Penumbra FF fall into that list. So first up we've got the Penumbra FF, which is in 30th place for the class, just ahead of the Raiden in 31st place with a lap time of 1 minute 4.465. And it's, that's a pretty reasonable lap time for a sports car. There's a lot of sports cars in general that, that they're all around this same sort of pace. The sports cars class has way too many cars in, but the consequence of that being that there's a lot of cars that are competitive with each other, and the Penumbra FF kind of falls into that. Obviously, it is the quicker Penumbra now. It certainly does justice to the original Penumbra in terms of the way that it drives. It is quite nice to drive. It kind of reminds me of the Jester Classic, but without the advanced handling flags. So it's a much nicer driving experience there. And yeah, it's a good improvement on the old original Penumbra without being, anything special. Now, speaking of things that aren't anything too special in terms of lap time, we've also got the Coquette D10, which obviously, as you can see, we're jumping to 22nd place with the 9F now, because the Coquette D10 doesn't quite make it into the top 20, ending up in 21st place for the sports cars class, with a lap time just hitting the 1 minute 4 mark, 1 minute 4.031. And the main thing that holds the Coquette back, this is the 4th Coquette in the game that we have now. It is quicker than the original sports car named just the Coquette, and it's certainly the quickest Coquette of all of the variations. But the main thing that holds it back really is it just doesn't have the traction. It just can't turn anywhere near as well as some of the top sports cars, and it also really seems to be quite sluggish in terms of acceleration. Top speed is another matter. We will be obviously seeing the top speed for these two vehicles later on today, and that'll be in a separate video and you can see what those are like. And it's not too bad for the Coquette D10 in terms of top speed, but that's not enough to, help it in its other deficiencies around the rest of the lap. And we'll see here obviously a comparison between the number 1, the Italy GTO, and the Coquette D10. It's over 4 seconds per lap slower, and you can see pretty easily where that lap time drops. It's pretty much everywhere. So having said that, it is an interesting car to drive. I think it will certainly be a fun addition to, we have the tier list for cars now when it comes to racing, so it will find what tier it really fits into. I'm thinking maybe Sports B at this point, and it will be a nice addition to that tier with, Jesters, Jester race cars, Massacros, Feltzers, 9Fs, things like that. A lot of pretty fun sports cars and a wide variety of sports cars, but, it's just not going to be doing anything in terms of beating the top sports cars in races, in whatever kind of race that you're looking to do. So it's a respectable for both the Penumbra and the Coquette in terms of lap time, but nothing special, I think, is the overriding story. Now, obviously, if you're new to the channel, you can see all the cars in the now 70 plus strong sports cars class ranked for lap time and top speed with the original 2020 updated videos. The playlist links for those are in the description in the pinned comment, and like I said, the top speed for both of these cars will be coming in a separate video very soon as well. Just a fair warning that obviously I'm testing a lot of vehicles for this update and there's a lot still to come, but the open wheel vehicles will take longer than pretty much anything else, so it will likely be the last thing that I get done. There's lots of different wing options which now change downforce in races and make lap times very different, as well as testing all 4 of them from scratch and different wheels that have been changed and things like that as well. It's not as simple as other cars, and normal cars take enough time on their own. So, everything will end up being tested. As always, just please show some patience and keep an eye on the channel for new videos, and it will all get done eventually. So that's pretty much it for this one. Consider supporting on Patreon or become a YouTube member if you want to get testing results early. And remember to read the description for more info, comment with your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed it, found it helpful, and subscribe for more. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.